It was very much part of the movement that we grew up in, and literally it was why play 3 strings when 2 strings will do. When we started to go into the larger venues, we realized that because the sound can get so confused and so messed up because of reverberations, and you're better off keeping it as simple as possible in a bigger venue. So almost our sound started to get even more stripped down the bigger the venues got.
And did that work its way into your songwriting as well?
Sometimes unconsciously, but then laterally I think we now think in terms of how a song will perform on stage in front of an audience, because as a band we grew up on a stage. You know, we're not a studio band, we're a live band that goes into the studio to make albums. And that instinct for the music that's going to connect is with us because of so many shows early on where it was about survival.
But it's funny to hear you say that you're essentially a live band, because you're, you know, the textures you create and the riffs you write and just the layering of sound that goes on, it's also very, I mean, people could argue that the studio is a great instrument for you.
You're right, we've used the studio for many years as a kind of songwriting tool and a place where, you know, a sonic experiment can lead you to an idea that you never would have got to sitting with an acoustic guitar and a piano. I think of the song Bad. That song, we worked on it afterwards, but basically the guts of that song was totally improvised. But the tune, when we started playing it live, we realized this kind of gravitas, this intensity that it had. And again, you know, so much of that came in a rush, in an instant. It was not labored over days and days of like trying different ideas. It was not written in that sense that a lot of our songs are written. It was more improvised.
Right.
And that is something that I wouldn't know how to write that. I wouldn't know how to sit down and go on piano, okay, this is how